a planter here. Also, you can go into edit preferences. You can go into the add-ons and type Quake environment and enable it. Then make sure you save your preferences. And what this does is that when you're on scene, you're going to be able to add a quit environment, which I already added it. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to zoom out. This is basically what it's giving me. Give me light, camera, and a environment around it that's lighter, brighter, and sort of like a photo studio kind of setting. Yeah, so at this point I'm just gonna zoom in a little into here, and I'm going to, obviously I'm on render here, just gonna just put it there so it stops the pixelating. We're gonna add a plane. We can add a cube. We could add a flat plane and give some thickness. The cube, I'm gonna go for the sphere. Then I'm gonna grab it and then go bring it up just to set just above here. Maybe we can scale it to kind of make it bigger. Then grab it and bring it up again. Alright, so we are here, and I'm going to change a little bit of the color of this little sphere. Leave it there. Then you're just gonna go to shading, and immediately it's gonna take us to render view. In here, we are going to remove this by pressing X. You can see the sphere is going different color, and then we're going to add different nodes. Nodes is like that video I sent you at the beginning of the tutorials, the beginning of class, where you can modify materials by playing with the nodes, different nodes. So we already have our material output, and this is gonna play. It's gonna be one of the last ones, so we're just gonna move it there. We're gonna do Shift A, and basically you can search here. So we're gonna search for glass. So we can type glass. Sorry, not glass. Glass. Then we're gonna move it right here. Then we're going to get refraction, which is definitely, it's gonna help us give that kind of sort of transparency, see-through kind of material. So Shift A again, and you can either look in here under shaders, and you're gonna find refraction here. We're gonna move it right here. Let's just move things a little bit closer. Yeah, and then we're going to add one that these two are going to be mixing together. Yeah, you're going to be adding those nodes to it. So we're going to do Shift A again, and we're going to add a mix shader. You're going to find it right here. Put it right here, and then basically we're going to connect the BSDF with the shader here, one of them. We're also going to make sure that your roughness is on 0, and we're going to change this to 1.5. Then we're going to check here that its roughness is on 0, and the IOR are on the same value. Yeah, and we're going to be placing this here, and we're going to be adding another one. Yeah, so at this point we're going to add a Fresnel. So you're going to Shift A, and we're going to type in here Fresnel. And we're gonna place it right here. Right here, we're gonna just bring this so we can see everything. Yeah, you can see everything there. And we're just gonna move this. You can just grab them and move them. And this gives you different, so we're just gonna connect the far with the far. Yeah. And from here on this side, we're gonna do the shader with the surface because we want all of this to apply to the surface of your sphere. And you're gonna see how the color is gonna change and gonna go transparent. Yeah. And we are on render mode. So it's gonna take some time. So now we could go, and since we're here in the materials, we're gonna just look in here on the materials. So just gonna move this a little bit here so we can see on the materials under the settings on the display, and we're gonna do the render method, and we're gonna change that to blend. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a more kind of translucent sort of finish. Then we're gonna go into render, and we're gonna try to render this image and see how it comes out. You can see the little preview here of it, of the glass. And obviously we are on, it's gonna take some time, so I'll show you the last bit, but basically we're gonna be able to see. Oh, well, before that, let's close this render. We're gonna go into modifiers, give this sphere a bit of thickness, then solidify. And we can go here and add some thickness to it. So maybe 3 and maybe 5. Let's do just type it. Yeah. Then we could apply. Then we could go to the render image, and it's going to be rendering this sphere. It's gonna take, we are on, it's gonna take this much, so we just have to wait. But this is how it's gonna look, and you can see it's translucent. So far it's looking like that, and I'll try to show you the end view of it. But it's gonna not only do the render on this, but also gonna do the render of the potted plant, and it's gonna take that long, so I'm just gonna show you at the end. But that's how you do translucent glass material, and that's gonna help when you guys are creating your own things for your final. This can be applied for anything. Yeah, so just have that in mind. If you're doing your own windows, if you're having a plane that you want to have it see through, you can also change the colors of them. Also, they're gonna take effect when you add different lighting, different color lighting. It's gonna change and it's gonna look really nice. But that's up to you in what kind of finish you want to apply to this. You can see it's still like it's giving you, it's added a little bit of thickness, a bit more, you know, a realism to it. We could do the same thing with other objects, in like a cube, a plane with thickness, a pair of shoes, and anything like that. As you can see the final render, obviously it still shows some of the cuts because we give a thickness to the glass sphere, and it can show all the little subdivisions that creates, you know, this shape. And yeah, that's the end of it. It took this much time, so do have that in mind when you're rendering different materials and stuff. But that's all. I hope you enjoy this and that you apply this to different objects that you're going to be creating in Blender.